Boy. All right, the cringe never stops. Even more disgusting Reddit posts. Even more BF6 leaks. Lots of stuff to go over. If you're on YouTube, hit the like button on the YouTube stream, please. Lots of stuff going on. Hello, gamers. What's up? What's up, Method? What's up, Demar? What's up, Tiyab? What's up, Funk? Call of Duty fans need to stay away from Battlefield. Battlefield players need to shut the fuck up. If I'm being, like, completely honest. Also, what is a Call of Duty fan? Like, I've never... Battlefield players always try to call, like, anyone they disagree with a COD fan. Like, I've never understood it. I've never been given, like, an actual definition as to what that means. You know? Like, it's... Oh, you want basic movement? You like COD. It's just... Yeah, I don't know. What's up, Dereal? What's up, Ribbon? What's up, guys? FPS hack world. COD and Battlefield fan. Yeah, people act like you can't play both games. People play both games all the time. All right, we'll wait a couple. We'll wait about a minute here. We'll wait about a minute here to let people in on the leaks and all that stuff, and we'll go over Reddit posts and all that stuff. Most people play Battlefield like it's COD anyways. Well, no, most people play Battlefield like Battlefield. The reality is, if you're actually playing Battlefield, you're running around the map and you're probably playing the game at like at least a medium to fast pace. That's not Call of Duty. That's Battlefield. That stretches back to the oldest Battlefield games possible. And I'm going to have a video coming out soon just to put this like bullshit to rest, just to remind people. The Battlefield player base is essentially just pushing propaganda that Battlefield... it's almost like revisionist fucking history, trying to tell us that Battlefield was this like some sort of slow pace, super tactical, super strategic game. No, it fucking wasn't. No, it wasn't. It never has been. That's never existed ever. And most of the Battlefield player base has absolutely no idea what they're talking about. Zero idea. None. Worthless opinions. You could throw them out in the fucking dumpster and no one would care about it. The Battlefield player base is utterly fucking clueless. So, yeah. All right, anyway. The first thing we'll go over is some of the jet leaks. So Temporal said that he basically doesn't have enough time to data mine Battlefield anymore. Like if you look here, data mine content from playtest doesn't have to be part of the release version, maybe added during live service months or even years later. Personal note, this is not the start of a new data mining journey with frequent updates on every aspect of the game. rather a brief nostalgia trip for the good old days. So basically, Temporal has other stuff going on, and he doesn't have a lot of time to data mine stuff, but he did data mine this from the Battlefield playtest. Potential aircraft in the next Battlefield game based on the data I've gathered. Fighter role, F-22 Raptor and Su-57 Felon. So the Felon would be returning from Battlefield 4. I don't believe Battlefield 4 had an F-22. I don't remember there being an F-22 in any Battlefield game. Maybe I'm misremembering. I don't think it was in BF3. Walmart, thank you so much for the resub. Appreciate it. F-22 is really cool though. Then the attack jet role, F-16 Fighting Falcon and the JAS-39 Gripen. Dude, so there's like they're splitting jet roles like they were in BF4, attack jet and then like stealth jet or like a fighter, right? So that's cool. Then if we take a look here, primary weapons, you know, Vulcan 20mm cannon. Then there's this something called a Sidewinder for the F-22. I don't know what an AIM 9X Sidewinder is. Is that just like a lock-on missile? It's probably just a missile, right? Flares and then GBU-39. I'm not sure what a GBU-39 is, but the Felon was in 2042. Yeah. Lock-on missile, yeah. Loadout options for the F-16 incomplete. M61 Vulcan 20mm, Hydra 70 high explosive, and the AGM-65 Maverick. So the AGMs are, you know, air-to-ground missiles, so this is probably lock-on. So that's cool. And then we get to arguably one of the worst Reddit posts I've ever seen. The Battlefield subreddit is an absolute disgrace. The people on this subreddit are some of the most unhinged, irrational, and just flat out horrible players I've ever seen. Like and I'm sorry that has to be the conclusion I come to, but that's the only explanation for some of the shit you're gonna see in these posts. They deleted the post. What the original post was obviously 3 minutes of gameplay footage, leaked footage of the next Battlefield game, okay? When I tell you it was the most bog standard, ordinary, nothing to write home about gameplay of all time, of a person that is maybe slightly above average, sprinting around the map like normal, I'm dead serious. If I showed you this gameplay and I said, chat, was this anything to write home about? All of you would say no. You'd be like, no, that looks completely normal. Really, like, just very basic gameplay, right? The guy's, like, not terrible. He's not great, though. That's what this gameplay was. Look at the fucking comments on this. Look at the comments on this post. Sprint slide, sprint slide, sprint jiggle peek jump slide. COD player probably. Now, again, I need you guys to understand the context. This was basically footage of a guy running around the map. Maybe he killed like 5 people. This is what they gathered from that basic gameplay. These are the fucking morons on this subreddit. And it gets even worse, right? Like, I had to reply to this guy. So, okay. As opposed to doing fucking what? Hiding, proning, crouching, and then hiding again. Like, I just basically said, I don't understand the critique of this post. Then this guy, exactly, you don't get it. Like, what? What do you mean? Like, what? It's just embarrassing. Like, this player base is embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. They deserve dude, if I'm being so honest with you, these people, like the people on the Reddits that go on these threads and complain about nothing, they deserve the franchise to die. They actually do. Like, I almost hope it does. So these people just never have a good experience ever again. I really, I hate them so much. It's so cringe, the shit they say. Sliding is going to be exploited by a lot of sweaters. It's the same as 2042 sliding. Only difference, you can still sprint after. Like, these people are horrible at video games. They are terrible. That is the only explanation. I am so sorry, but that it has to be said. These people don't move. They don't rotate. They don't hold angles. Any movement whatsoever, whether it be sprinting, sliding, jumping, crouching. They bitch about everything. They are fucking horrible. And I sincerely hope no feedback from any of these people is taken seriously. They are horrific players. Also, I posted something. Hold on. I need to show you guys something. Hey, look at this. This is BF2, by the way. This is BF2. Let's, right? No one will ever fucking tell you this about this in BF2, right?
Okay, movelet.
Yeah, exactly. And also, I have to tell you guys, based on royal decree of me, we shall now, from this day forward, refer to anti-movement Battlefield players as movelets. Someone's complaining on this Reddit post about shitty movement. What do we say to him? Right? Let me find it. Okay, movelet. Right? That's what we do. Right there. Okay, movelet. Yeah, it's a... There we go. A new slur has been invented for anti-movement Battlefield players. They're fucking movelets. You can thank Nickel for that one. But, like, anyway. Oh my god, it's just so... This post is so disgusting. Holy shit, it looks just like COD, which outright sucks. I guess another franchise lost to Zoomers. Again, I wish I could show you this gameplay. I fucking wish. It is the most bog standard, ordinary gameplay you could possibly have. Sliding over rubble, what a joke. Okay, movelet. Like, dude, where's the fucking post? Hold on, let me pull this up. There was a guy asking why you could slide down stairs. Dude, look at this. Why the fuck are you able to slide down stairs? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because it's a fucking video game! Like, they don't play... Dude, I have said this once, and I will fucking die on this hill. Most Battlefield players don't play the game. And I'm fucking serious. Most Battlefield players buy Battlefield, install it on their console or PC, then they might boot the game up. They might be playing the game, but they're not playing the game. They sit there in these lobbies and they watch other people run around and play the game. They observe gameplay. They're basically a spectator. You see it in these lobbies. They spectate while other people play the game. And then they go on these forums and they try to fucking push their opinion on everybody. No, I'm sorry, sir. You don't fucking play the game. You have a 0.7 KD with 0.5 KPM and sub 200 score per minute with a 43% win rate and a 12% headshot ratio. You don't play the fucking game. You don't know any intricacies regarding Battlefield gameplay. None. Absolutely zero. Like, it's so painful. And guys, this is what we have to fight against. These people you see on these threads. Like, it's just insane. Hey, movement freak. That movement is not intended and isn't considered good gameplay. Again, I need to emphasize, the gameplay in this post was a normal player, if I had to guess, maybe 2 KD maximum, sprinting around a map, occasionally using the slide and peeking corners correctly, meaning he was jiggle peeking corners. And again, what's the top comment on this post? Slide, sprint, slide, sprint, slide, jiggle, peek, jump, slide. As opposed to what I said, right? Fucking slowly peeking corners and dying. Running in the middle of the street and dying without ever looking at anything. It's just absolutely... It's brain rot. It is pure brain rot. pure fucking brain rot. That's all it is. It's disgusting. I hate this community, dude. I'm not gonna say this community. I hate the Reddit community. The Reddit is one of the worst places on the internet. The whole internet. That includes the fucking the dark web, right? Shitty insurance websites, DMV, right? Like fucking Secretary of State. Like enter the worst websites you know about. The Battlefield subreddits are up there. They really are. Like they're on par with like government fucking websites that are from the 1990s. It's absolutely unbearable. But yeah, no, from the biggest takeaway here is from this day forth, we're holding a crusade against the movelets, and I just have to be so fucking serious about that too. Like we have to stand on business, guys. We really fucking we have to stand on business. It is just makes me sick. Hey, Discord re-enabled the game overlay. Yeah, how about this? Disable overlay. Yeah. I have you guys seen the new Discord update, by the way? It's kind of cursed. Love how we created a new slur for bad Battlefield players. It was needed. No, we needed a term to describe movelets. That's what they are. They are fucking movelets. Movelet detected, opinion rejected. Like, for real. Heard about the new Phantom Easter egg? Yeah, I don't really. What is it? I actually haven't heard about it. I heard of its existence. I did not hear about what it is. Jazz and Nickel, thank you guys for the resubs. Guys, I need you guys to understand. They were complaining about basically sprinting around the map. Sprinting around the map. Like, think about it. Think about it. Think about how insane that threat is. Dude, oh, I can't. Oh, fucking movelets, dude. We should have stamina bars. Shut the fuck. Shut. No. Okay, movelet. How about that? That's my only reply. Okay, movelet.
Took one out.
Chat, do I need to make another movement video? I already made one recently, like literally 2 days ago. Do I need to make another movement video? Because I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. I don't care. Like, the crusade against the movement, the fucking movelets has begun. I actually don't care. Like... Oh, guys, I have good news for you. So you guys remember Mootsie? You guys, any of you remember Mootsie? He briefly competed with us in, like, Battlefield 2042 during the beginning of the game. He's in, basically, like, a old professional player from, like, Battlefield 2 in, like, 1942 and all these old games. He's recording in third person and first person, Battlefield 2 and 1942 movement for me. to use in videos. I'm fucking super excited about that. Having someone that actually played those games back then and knows what they can do, and just giving me the good shit from back then, dude. Because there isn't enough like documented footage. So that's gonna be peak cinema.
Reloading, hold on.
Legend, yeah. Mootsy's the GOAT. Mootsy and Sniper X.
Marking multiple enemies. Southeast.
We have to push against the movelets. No, I'm gonna start. I'm actually gonna have to start making like Reddit posts, I think. Are the enemies bot? No, I'm the GOAT. Okay. I'm kidding. This is what actual good Battlefield gameplay looks like, bro. Okay, in any Battlefield game you've ever watched, running around farming. That's what this is. It's gotten so bad we've got Marble Duck posting on Reddit. Nickel! I didn't even see that in the Discord when he like posted it in general. I was just scrolling and I saw u/Marble Duck. I was like, no fucking way. I was like, wait a minute. It's so bad he's coming out of like retirement. Dude, he has a child. Like, oh my God. It's so bad Marble Duck has to waste time out of his day to explain like recoil and spread to these people. Like, oh my God. Marble the fucking GOAT. Yeah. What? Cool, but what's the good in using footage from these old games? Genuine question. To remind people. People have this misconception that Battlefield is some sort of like fucking milsim. Like a strategic, super tactical, slow-paced, takes 20 minutes to get to an objective, clearing every single fucking angle and corner and communicating with 18 other squads about your current coordinates. No, that's not what it's been at all. So what the footage of the older games will do will expose how little they truly understand about Battlefield as a whole. They speak as if they know everything about these old games. They speak as though they you know, have experience at like the highest level in these games and know how all the mechanics truly work. When in reality, they're just random bots with like, you know, one fucking KD that post on Reddit and then like try to fucking grandstand about how much they know about these games. And they speak about, oh, this game played this way and that game played this way. No, it actually didn't. And the funny thing about it is, like, people always... It's one of those things where, unfortunately, we do actually have to bring in player skill level when we're talking about these subjects. Because different players' skill levels play the same game differently, right? Like, these players, that I'm playing against, a lot of them literally just don't utilize half of the gameplay. So they don't have any understanding as to what's like actually possible, you know? If we're going to listen to players that don't utilize 50% of the mechanics available to them, I mean, what are we doing? Like, their opinions are just absolutely worthless. They don't know anything about how the game actually plays.
Here I go.
They don't understand 80% of the game, but want to dictate 80% of the design. Exactly. It's like, I'm sorry, no, you're missing a lot of details here. Things like jump hopping in 2042 aren't even hard to do. Oh yeah, it's not even, it's one of the most basic movement inputs ever. It's literally jump, fucking slide, jump, or you do like the, you know, the jump and the land sliding.
I got this.
It's fucking 2 inputs, 3 inputs, and they can't do it. You would be utterly shocked how many people comment, how do you slide jump like that on my videos? Like, just random people, you know, it doesn't have to be on like a movement video. They'll just watch the background gameplay I use for the video. They'll be like, how are you moving like that? And it's, I mean, dude, it's 2 inputs in this game. And yeah, it's fucking console players. I'll be the first one to say that. It's console players. Console players. It's just brutal.
Marking danger. East.
How are you moving like that? Definitely cheating.
Reload. We're down one. Got one.
I hate this game. Astro Kitty, thank you for the 45 months. What's up, Volgia? Oh, this area of this map is so interesting. Games wouldn't make money without console players? Yeah, I know.
Move it scum on every Reddit post from this day forward.
I love Sundance. She's so cool. Necessary Evil? I mean, we don't have to listen to them. You know what I mean? Like, it's a question of like competency, honestly.
Keep away from me!
It doesn't matter that you're like the majority of the player base. You don't know what you're talking about most of the time. What the fuck? Foul, like, hello?
Marking danger! Southeast!
And it's obviously on a per person basis. Like, it's not black and white, right? Like, some console players obviously know exactly what they're talking about. It's just a question of, these people basically understanding the game, which a lot of them don't. I love this area of this map. Skeezy, thank you for the 7 months. Movelet, dude.
Took one out! Throwing me!
Playing 1440p. Yeah, this is just fucking cringe. Like, we must go around.
Located an enemy device!
Disgusting. Absolutely fucking vile gameplay. Like, you're so weird. Teammates. And one shot, man. Thank you. So yikes, actually. No team can break through. It's just one of those games. No, there's gonna be a thing that happens where I randomly just kill 20 of them and
Red mark!
there's some absolute degenerate just sitting here, I'm sure.
Need a second to reload! Got one!
Push through team. Push through team. Push through.
Mark supplies! Marking multiple enemies! Away we go!
Hello.
Reloading, cover me!
we finally broke through the little rat hole they're sitting in. How did this guy survive? All right.
Hostile down!
Oh. No, PC players are... All you PC player do is cheat and bitch and complain about everything.
Hooks in!
Okay, movelet.
Ha! Got one! I need a reload!
In fact, you called everyone on console retarded? Well, find the clip. I didn't say that. Like, literally nobody said that. Console is definitely ruining FPS, though. For sure. Controllers are the only reason aim assist is a problem. Right? Like, aim assist, like, destroys games. Apex Legends, Call of Duty, Halo, you name it. Like, console and the input for console is, without question, negatively affecting FPS games. It's not even debatable. If controller did not exist, we would not be complaining about aim assist, you know? Like, and that's one of the biggest problems we have right now. So, like, it's not ruining games. Well, that's actually debatable. It's a big problem, put it that way. Input-based matchmaking fixes that? Not really, because it shouldn't have to be fixed in the first place, because aim assist shouldn't be that disgustingly overpowered. Keep on crying, classic PC player. You've provided absolutely zero, like, relevant arguments, and you're the one that's first time chatting, crying in my chat. You've literally said nothing of any value. You've said nothing of any value. All you've said is all PC players cheat and cry. That's all you've said. So, yeah, as a result, you're permabanned. So.
No solo shit out there.
I got this.
What's up, casual? Did you get Torino yet? And Reflection? How are you been? Is the rumor that BF6 is gonna be free to play fake? I have no idea. Like I haven't heard that. I didn't know that was a rumor. My wife likes Torino better. It's okay. Read what Reflection says on the bottle. Reflection man. All right. Wear that shit whenever you want.
One down. Woo! Tango down.
Yikes, dude.
Cover me. I'm reloading.
What the fuck? Why are we all down here?
Around 50 meters from my position.
This gun feels so bad. Like, the portal weapons are just like otherworldly shitty, dude. Aim assist is way too strong. Dude, you want to know what the real problem is? You want to know the core issue with a lot of these subjects that prevents good changes from happening at a large scale? Do you want to know what it really is? People are dumb as shit. That's the problem.
One down. Hold on. Need ammo. Enemy infantry. Southeast. Grenade! Down one of them.
Like, the reason why like aim assist and gunplay and movement and all of these subjects that maybe have some nuances to them and some complexities, but the reason why they're so hard to talk about at a large scale is because, dude, people are just actually brain dead. Like, like, when I say aim assist is overpowered, there's like layers to that, right? People know automatically I'm talking about auto-rotational aim assist. Without me even stating it. Because the people that are like involved in that conversation and understand what that is, they know that's the big topic of conversation, right? So,
Cover me. I'm reloading.
but when I say aim assist is overpowered to like a fucking normie, dude, they have no idea. First of all, they might not even know aim assist is real. Second of all, they definitely don't know there's different types of aim assist. Third of all, they absolutely don't use aim assist correctly in their own gameplay most of the time. Most players don't know that it's all about the left analog stick, right? So they have like they're doing it wrong, so they have a misguided understanding of the actual like system and how it works. There's just so much to it. No one ever actually bothers to like try to learn about it or becoming more informed. Everyone just argues and slams their head against the fucking wall, and you know, no progress is ever made, and it's just hell, basically. It's basically what happens. Go to the finals yesterday? Yeah. It's just I played the finals solo, which is not what you do. So it was terrible. So like solo queue is like unfucking playable. Also, the chat kind of like really ruined it for me yesterday. Honestly, like people were just backseating so hard, and I just completely checked out. I was like, okay, cool, great. Every time I look at my chat, like someone's arguing or someone's telling me what to do, I just can't. So fucking annoying. So annoying. Like the finals is fine, but that game doesn't interest me long term because every time I play the game, I have to have a 3-stack ready. I'm not interested. Like I want to start my stream alone and play the game. It's not a streaming game then? Well, the finals like view wise has always been dead. It does not retain views. So for me, it makes almost no sense for me to play it. It's a game, like I said yesterday, the finals for content creators is a game that like you come back to every time they release a season, right? You don't play it 24/7. You come back to it every few months. Even if you're an insane player at the finals, and you're actually playing the game correctly, and you're you know playing situations correctly, and you're playing fast pace and all that stuff. I mean, I don't know. It still doesn't really seem to retain viewership. Finals viewership go up with drops. I'm sure it does, just like every other game, but show your graphics settings. Play all low, bro. And the finals still isn't like that popular. It's a very niche game that has a very dedicated niche like community. It was never gonna be like a huge popular game because of the type of game it is. Please stop. Please stop. Fucking fucking hate all these stupid fucking... I hate this map so much. Oh my god, I cannot stand this map. Every fucking 5 feet, there's some new rat corner these people just sit in. Let's, bro.
Here I go.
Just unfucking playable. It's just such a shitty map design. The developers that fucking made that are just complete morons. Hey, what if we put 15,000 head glitch walls every 2 feet? It's just it's a horrible map design. $15,000 head glitch walls, tons of vertical, dude. It's, oh my god. If you really think about how Haven is as a design, it just the more you think about it, the worse it gets. Buildings don't make any sense. Oh, god. Shroud's game died. Oh, wow. Are we surprised? Like, what? Wait, we're surprised about this? What are we... Hold on, guys. What? Shocking.
Ready for orders.
No way. Dude, I think I said, I remember... What was it even called? I forgot the name of it. Whatever that game came out, I remember people saying like, "Oh, Shroud's game is out." I was like, people were like, "Aren't you gonna play it?" I was like, "No, it's gonna die." I think one guy got banned because we were arguing whether or not it was gonna die. Like, some guy got banned from my channel because he actually thought Shroud's game was gonna survive, and he was like, active. People are so funny. Spectre Divide, yeah. Ooh, I got bad news.
Fight smart and stay alive.
Your favorite Battlefield? Probably Battlefield 3. Jumps between Battlefield 3 and 4. Overall, you know, I'd say overall Battlefield 3. Enjoyed playing BF1? No. Hell no. BF1 was... Okay. Pre-slide nerf Battlefield 1 genuinely had potential to be like the GOAT. In my opinion. It had GOAT potential. Unfortunately, they destroyed the movement, and the gameplay got so horrible that the game is now one of the most unbearable video games to play if you're competent, to be honest with you. BF1 is... It's such a shame, but like... When you remove the only aggressive movement in the entire game, yeah, the gameplay's gonna suffer. Newsflash, it's gonna suffer.
I don't need assistance.
Hardline was a game that was created. Yeah, it certainly was. I didn't play BC2. I mean, you couldn't run diagonally in that game. I think that was a game that was probably really good for the time. But if you're looking at it from like a modern perspective, yeah, it didn't age well at all. Like again, you couldn't fucking run diagonally. That is the mark of a truly sort of outdated experience. Movelets terminated. I repeat, movelets terminated. Hard agree. What's up, Drips? Bro, when you upload those little videos you make, they get immediately sent to the top of my, like, YouTube feed.
Pack of baddies, 60 meters away from my position.
What are we doing? What's that? Oh no. I knew there was a rat. I knew there was a rat, dude. I fucking knew there was a rat. Is 2042 worth getting? Are there live servers still? Bro, if you're on console, you can play any Battlefield you want.
Move to that marker out there.
Playing Delta Force Warfare mode is such cope right now.
Lone Tango.
I don't think I've played Delta Force in a week. That game is so fucking disappointing right now. Like, I'm debating if I want to make a video complaining about it. But, I don't know.
Tango down.
Probably not.
Reload.
I might. But, we'll see.
Threat mark, 50 meters away from my position. Multiple threats. One down. Grenade, get down.
Why is this guy placing mines in the middle of objectives? No. No, no, no. Dude, oh, the accidents. The accidents that happen in this game. Dude gets blessed. Are you investing money in something? Why would you even ask me this? What? What? Why would you even?
Sighted a fire team. West. Tango down.
I mean, I'm happy to say my taxes are done, but I mean, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, which is good. But I fucking hate the government. I hate IRS. I hate all of you.
50 meters from my position.
Fuck those people. And you know what's funny? Of course the Internal Revenue Service is in Ohio. I just figured that out yesterday. Of course it's in Ohio. It makes perfect fucking sense. Ohio is the worst state ever. It has to be.
Let's go! Let's go! I need a reload! Taking casualties! Enemy is down!
Movelet detected. Hold on. App. Will not prevent me from administering justice. Absolutely fucking reprehensible. Oh my. Dude, look at this person. What? How did you even... What are they doing, bro? These are the people, these are the fucking people on Reddit. Based, so based. Blitz, dude. Dependency, thank you for the follow.
Looks like the wait's over.
Yeah, I saw that exact post. The post where we're saying all of the BF4 movement clips were sped up. No, your brain is slowed down. That's what's happening here. Your brain operates at a level we can't even fucking measure properly because it's so slow. Like it's just sad. It's fucking sad. Cope on that post was insane. If anyone wants to link it, we can go over that post as well. That was just absolutely insane. Like, obviously, okay, the clips were, I think, from Axu, or maybe it was Armadon. Was it Axu or Armadon? Yes, okay, of course, okay, yeah, it was Axu. So, of course, Axu is going to be doing all these fucking freakish, like, movement things, right? But these are just tracking clips. And he's like tracking people vuzuing, tracking people doing like movement glitches and all that shit. But he's also tracking people that are just normal, right? And people are like, again, I firmly believe a lot of these people are console players. Console player? Okay. Okay. The majority of people that play console Battlefield don't understand the true pace of the game. Is that a fair way to put that?
Target down!
Maybe we don't even have to. Maybe we don't even have to specify, like, console versus PC. Maybe we could say, like, you know, the average player. I hate this game so fucking much. Most people are not playing. Yeah, I mean that's what I said earlier. And to be honest with you, I don't even understand how I would make a video including all of these points in a way that would, like, make sense and be well received by people. I don't think it's possible to make a well-received video where I state that most Battlefield players aren't actually playing the game. I don't think it's possible. I think I just have to find a better way to say that. But is there a better way to say it? I don't think so. Like, I could say, like, they are barely participating in gameplay. But even that would be, you know, poorly received at best. Who am I hearing? Gotta be below me, right? Yeah. Most people are predetermined and won't change their mind anyways, no matter how you're trying to explain it. I know. Dude, the mouse and the mouse input in this game is actually so broken, bro. What's the scent of the day? Guerlain Santal Royale. It's a, I would say it's like a rose oud with dark sandalwood. Whisper that to me. Guerlain Santal Royale. The new eau de parfum by Guerlain. That's how fucking ads do it, bro. That's how these, dude. Okay, fragrance commercials are actually unhinged. There was a commercial for a fragrance called Chanel Egoiste in the 90s. Some people may know what I'm talking about. It featured someone, I think, on a balcony, literally just screaming Egoiste. I could probably find the commercial. I hate this game. But fragrance commercials are some of the most confusing media we have, honestly. As an avid fragrance enthusiast, I don't know if I've ever seen a good fragrance commercial, ever. Medication commercials? Okay, but medication commercials are funny though.
Multiple threats.
Some of them are funny.
Tango down.
Made a Reddit post to rile up movelets. Okay, don't. Unfortunately, when it comes to fighting against, like, Reddit, we do, I think, have to take a serious approach. And just present the basic facts, you know? Just present the basic facts. Post gameplay, right? Provide examples. What are they gonna say when they watch gameplay of their opinion being shattered? Like, if their opinion is, oh, Battlefield has never been this way, Battlefield has never been that way, and you show them literal fucking video evidence of them being wrong, like, at least some people are gonna be like, oh, a lot of these people are insane. Hopefully. That's if everything goes well. But, you know, it's Reddit, so nothing will go well, and we'll get downvoted into oblivion, and the post will have no traction aside from, like, toxicity, so that'll be great.
Hold on! Need ammo! Releasing!
They shift goalposts or run away. Yeah. And honestly, I can't even believe there's a debate at all. It's just sad. Like, it just goes to show how utterly incompetent the Battlefield player base is. That we're arguing about... Bro, we're arguing about movement that you can literally just go see. That's my whole point. Like, you can just play the game and see it for yourself, but... I don't know, it's just...
Marking supplies! Scratch that.
It's completely on par for the Battlefield community. Completely in character. Makes total sense for them. What are you doing, man? No, BF1 is, I'm sure it was bad during all Battlefield games, but BF1 brought in the type of players you don't want to bring in. Now, the EA would argue, oh, well... Not EA, but, like... BF1 brought in casuals, okay? Yeah, nice teabag. Why don't you take a look at the scoreboard? Oh, wait, you lost. Rare all chat? Yeah, I never type in this game. I never type in this game. What do you think of JPG? They make mass appealing sense that I find completely unappealing. That's just my personal taste. I'm like a complete snob at this point. There's a reason why JPG sells a shit ton. It's because a lot of people love them. So, if you want something easy to love, they're probably a good brand for that. But okay, let me expand on this BF1 thing.
Ready for orders.
So BF1 obviously was a big commercial success. Like, it sold a lot. It brought in a lot of casual players. You could even say that there was a bit of changing of the guard when it comes to Battlefield, the Battlefield community. The players that played BF2 and BF3 and BF4, a lot of them fucking hated Battlefield 1. They left and they were replaced with new casuals that have no idea what BF3 and BF4 and all these other Battlefield games were. So BF1 being the most casual Battlefield game, bringing in a lot of new players, means that all those new players think BF1 is how Battlefield should be. That's why BF1 sucks. Okay? And you can probably clip that, because I said that flawlessly, honestly. BF1 opened like a Doom portal to the movelet dimension. That's facts. My immersion and my atmosphere. You're caring about the wrong shit. BF4 looks good to this day. BF4 was immersive. BF4 had good atmosphere. Like, okay, like people. I can't believe I get the slack and the pushback that I do when I critique BF1 as a game. Because if you peel back all the bullshit, right? If you peel back the fact that the game looks good, the atmosphere, right? If you actually take a look at the raw gameplay, that game is not good. The movement is fucking horrible. The gunplay, in my opinion, is actually insanely good. But you know, it's funny, BF1 players hate BF1 gunplay because it's an IQ test. And suppression amplifies spread. People mistake the spread for the gunplay when they should be blaming suppression, right? Suppressions was a mistake in BF1. They should have never included suppression that affects actual weapon dispersion or weapon spread. BF1 gunplay is really good, though, in my opinion. The way the weapons were between classes, the way that it made you switch class based on what scenario you're playing. Medic SLRs felt really great. Medic SLRs actually were probably the highest skill cap weapons ever put in Battlefield. Especially the CQC ones. Like if you're using like the 1907 factory in close quarters, that was like a weapon you had to track and click time with, right? Like Battlefield gunplay has never been that difficult, but that's probably the most difficult it's ever been. CQC SLR gunplay in BF1. But the fact that some BF1 gunplay gets so much hate, again, it really reinforces the fact that the Battlefield player base knows they don't understand even basic mechanics. BF1 spread is so simple to understand. It's
around 70 meters from my position.
Like if you're spamming an SLR and you start missing, you just shoot slower so you miss less. It's that simple.
Gotcha.
Movelet. Dude, why does the movelet seek the prone position? Why does the movelet feel safe in such an area? In such a position, rather.
60 meters from my position. Watch your step at the marker. One down. You're welcome. Reloading.
Was that dude was just standing in the middle of the open with an NTW-50? Was he AFK or was that a... Was he... Dude, I'm kind of fight, guys. I kind of want to make like a super comprehensive video addressing the Battlefield player base and like a lot of things that's happening in the community. Like a 30-minute fucking video, like maybe an hour video. I have addressing all of this shit, like movement, gunplay, how the Battlefield community doesn't understand anything, like exposing the player base for just how incompetent they really are. And it wouldn't be like toxic. I would really just be pointing out like, hey, the general consensus on this is this, but they're actually wrong, and this is how it really is. Right. And I'm not sure how I would even go about making a video that comprehensive. I did it once. I tried to do it once with the BF 2042 review. I think I did a pretty good job with that. But like I need to like edit my videos way more, I think. But it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of fucking time. And there's no guarantee like the video does well, and No, he's just dead to rights.
Hostile on the map, right here.
Polarity, thanks for gifting 5 subs on YouTube, man. Sounds like a video needed to post for the good of the community. I really do need to. I want to do it too. That'd be an insane video. They'll probably get hundreds of thousands of views actually. Now that I'm talking about it, now that I'm thinking about it,
70 meters away from
it would
my
definitely pop off.
position. Marking danger.
Cancer. Make TikTok shorts. I'm gonna try to start doing shorts on YouTube, shorts and TikTok. By the way, I have a hard time like really making a lot of shorts and making a lot of TikTok posts. It just takes a lot of extra time that I don't necessarily want to dedicate to content. Like, I'm really not interested in spending more time making fucking content. It's oh yeah, shorts are huge. Like,
Let's climb.
shorts and TikTok are like long form content is still important, but shorts are
60 meters away from my position.
so important for subs, like subs and just like putting yourself out there. And I have not done that for so long, and I need to get like a system going, and I have a couple people I'm talking to about it right now. I think it'd be pretty easy, like just pay someone like
Got one.
just pay someone like $100 a month or like $150 a month just to do
Enemy soldiers there.
all my
Southwest.
short stuff, and I'd provide them all the content.
Need to reload. Tango down. I need a reload.
Movelet. Amza Shark, hello. Dude, why is this monitor like fucking crooked or something? Even YouTube Shorts seems to pop up. Dude, TikTok and YouTube Shorts are... I uploaded a short probably 2 years ago. It has like 1 million views, and I think I've gained like 2,000 subs off that one short. And the real sort of meta
On my mark.
is having shorts that drive long form views. So
I marked an enemy
let's
device.
say I upload a video.
Hostile
I need to have a short that directs them to the long form video. This fucking... What is going on in this lobby? Why is this game close?
Fuckers coming in packs.
Must be nice if you can hire an editor. I have a couple people I'm talking to about it, but I need to just figure out if I can do it myself. Because I have some free time at night. But my free time is my free time, bro. You know what I mean? Do I want to spend that making fucking shorts? No, not really.
On my mark. Grenade out. Hostile tank at my mark. 70 meters from my position. Mark some enemy tech. Gotcha. To the jump. Enemy tech spotted. Around 70 meters from my position.
This monitor is like crooked or something. I don't know. It's...
One down.
Gun still melts. The Armor 68 is still really insane. I fucking hate this player base. Standing in the back of a train car, like. Shorts grow your channel in surprising ways these days. Yeah.
Got one of them. Up we go. Hang in there. I'm coming to help.
This layout for No Shar honestly does not.
Friendly is down.
I don't really like it.
Tango mark. Right here. Tango spotted.
This gun is not accurate anymore. That's the thing.
Hostile spotted.
The fuck? Like,
Tango mark. 40 meters from my position.
absolutely unplayable cancer. Just so boring, dude. Like, that's an example of Battlefield players on my team that aren't playing the game. Nobody on my team is playing the game. No, they're not playing the game. They're not shooting anything. They're not rotating. They're not doing anything. They're doing nothing. Nothing. Zero. I'm the only person actually playing domination on my team. Rotating, shooting people. Playing a fucking first-person shooter.
Ready for orders.
SBMM then? No, because SBMM would utterly destroy Battlefield. And also, SBMM doesn't make the gameplay better. It completely and utterly destroys the game. I don't know what they did to the ARM68. That weapon feels fucking horrible, actually. It feels really bad. Speaking of bad feeling weapons, let's use the AEK, which is maybe one of the worst feeling guns in the game.
Get down! Tango down! Grenade outgoing!
Like the way I can't even see half this shit going on.
Ah, fuck! Reloading!
Ugh. This game is literally the absolute worst feeling video game I've ever fucking seen in my whole life. Like, I seriously don't understand how they managed to make the game feel the way it does. Every single thing about it is delayed and fucking wrong. The game feels wrong. It's so weird. It feels so wrong. Like, oh my god. Mouse input completely broken and floaty. Movement input, same thing. It's just so disgusting feeling.
So to the line, people.
Did Grand Ops and BF5 horrible? I don't know. It wasn't horrible. It was whatever. Nobody is asking to skew the entire game towards movement and lone wolves. Literally nobody is advocating for that. Nobody. Not a single person. Why rage quit? I didn't. I left the game.
Gotcha!
Oh, this desk is so fucking terrible.
mark. Move in. Marking the hostile. Got one of them. Rapid fire.
Console movelet prone on a roof for no discernible reason. There's worry about it becoming more COD or losing its identity.
Reloading.
They misunderstand Battlefield's identity completely. They don't even know what Battlefield is.
Ready.
A lot of the people saying that are just completely clueless. Like, utterly, completely fucking clueless, bro.
Enemy is down. Tango mark. Northeast. Throwing grenade. Northwest. Hostile taking my mark. Tango mark. Reloading now. Coming in 40 meters away from my position. Grapple in place. One down.
Voltage recon, shut the fuck up, dude. You're not adding anything at all, you know? Like,
Tango down. Tango down. Heading out. Hostile spot. 50 meters from my position. One down. Woo! Enemy is down. Tango mark. South.
I think part of the reason why there's so much debate about what Battlefield even is the fact that they never fucking, like, DICE and EA never take, like, a firm stance.
God damn it,
They never take a firm stance. They always try to cater to everyone, and it's so annoying. Like, an example. Hardcore servers. Stop making hardcore servers. Stop. Like, it needs to be eradicated from the game entirely. That's not what Battlefield is. That is just utterly meaningless in the grand scheme of things. It creates, like, a whole separate
Meters from my position.
community that wants the game to be hardcore when it's just fucking not. Like, it's... They need to take a firm stance and establish what Battlefield actually is for once in their lives. You know? Stop even giving people the option to make hardcore servers. Ignore the people bitching about each and every single movement option as if it's the end of the world. As if I can't pull up BF2 gameplay where someone's air strafing. You know? Like, everyone's perception of Battlefield is different because the games in the franchise are so different from each other anyway. Like, I made this point in one of my recent videos. BF3 is different compared to 5, and BF1 is different compared to BF4, and BF4 is different compared to 2042, and 2042 is different compared to BF3. Like, no game has been consistent. They all change drastically in terms of how the gameplay is. So no one has a fucking solid idea, not even a general idea of what Battlefield is. You know, everyone just has their own opinion, so naturally no one ever agrees on anything. Yeah, it's just a nightmare. It's a complete nightmare. And there's really no way to fix it. I mean, at this point, it's too far gone. I don't even know what you would have to have probably 6 or 7 different games in a row that are all similar to even sort of try to eradicate that sort of problem. But I don't think that's Battlefield. I don't think that's Battlefield, you know? I think you kind of have to have a lot of difference in the franchises, which just creates all this drama and arguments and disagreements and confusion.
Multiple threats. Hostile mark, 110 meters away. Marking threat.
Looks like the wait's over.
Well, a lot of people, like we saw in the Reddit post, a lot of these people are just never going to accept that games they loved play completely differently than how they played them. Do you know what I mean? Like, how do I even word this? It's just so, like, again, I really have to bring skill level into the discussion. Most people are not good, right? So how can you expect any of those people to understand anything about how the game truly plays at a competent level? And the problem with that is, if we are listening to their very, like, minute understanding of the game, you're basically just ignoring like 85% of the game. It's like the people that, I don't even know. It's so fucking, it's I don't even know how to commentate on the entire thing. We'll take movement for an example. The BF4 is loved by, I think, everyone. Okay. if you're good at the game, you come to hate BF4, but that's, if you're good at any game, you hate it anyway. That's the thing about being good at video games. BF4's movement was basic, yet it offered something to learn and utilize at a higher level of play. That's the key. Yeah, I didn't feel like talking about the gunplay, but you guys are on YouTube talking about spread. Spread is non-negotiable in Battlefield games. 2042 demonstrated why. You cannot have, and Delta Force for that matter, but that's not a Battlefield game, but it has the same problem 2042 had at the beginning of the game. You absolutely need to have spread in Battlefield because it reduces the effective engagement distances of weapons, and you can use it to balance certain like weapon types. 2042, obviously, remember the 150 meter standing spray RM68. You can't have that. It's completely fucking game breaking. And people always complain spread is random. Oh, spread's random. They throw the word random around without acknowledging they literally put mechanics in the game for you to be able to like mitigate it. And they also gloss over the fact that random spread is tolerable. Like, you can tolerate it. I have played every modern Battlefield game at an extremely high level, and I've never had a problem with spread. Because I understand how it fucking works. Doesn't matter. Like, if you reach a certain understanding in gameplay, you just understand, oh, okay, well, make sure you're on target, shoot, and then like burst fire, or in the case of BF1, you know, if you're using SLR, shoot slower, or if you're in the case of BF5, you know, with random recoil, the way that game was made. Well, that's an entirely different subject. You just learn how to play the fucking game, dude. Like, you don't need... How do I even say this? It's just like, people complain all their bullets don't hit. Okay, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter that you're not beaming somebody. It doesn't matter that you're not hitting 100% accuracy on somebody from 100 meters. The hit rate can't be that high. And again, 2042 proved that. I can pull up just absolutely cursed clips of me 6-bulleting people from 120 meters in this game. That is horrible gameplay. Horrible. You have to consider hit rate, you have to consider engagement distance, you have to consider, you know, all sorts of things when you talk about gunplay and spread and the way it's designed and the way that it's supposed to feel. But in general, I've always said this, BF4 with slightly better spread, I'd say like 10% better spread, would be fucking basically flawless. That, if they just improved it just a little bit, I think it'd be pretty much flawless. And then just removed suppression. Because suppression, again, is one of those things where people get suppressed and then they miss everything, then they blame spread. No. Suppression's a horrific mechanic, and you missed everything because of that. And also that's assuming that, you know, those players are actually utilizing the gunplay correctly, which most of them aren't, because again, Battlefield players are not good, so they don't understand, like, even extremely basic mechanics.
Carlson, be careful. Here I go.
No. I'm in full favor of completely removing suppression in terms of how it affects, like, weapons. It should never affect weapons. You're telling me some dickhead is spamming a light machine gun at me and I suddenly can't hit him? No, that's not how that should work. It's just dumb. Like, I've never understood the concept of suppression. You can still suppress people without a mechanic being in place that destroys your accuracy. You know? Suppression is not a thing in 2042. It's only visual. And that's how it should be. Suppression should only be visual. It should never affect spread or weapon accuracy ever. It's... Some creature up here. Yep. Always.
Reloading. Let's get going.
We need to stop talking about Call of Duty when we're talking about Battlefield. This is how you play Battlefield 2042 correctly, okay? Call of Duty has nothing to do with it. Absolutely nothing. I could boot up BF4 and you could say it looks like COD. It's still BF4, okay? That's how you know? I don't understand the whole obsession with Call of Duty. It's like fucking rent-free with the Battlefield community. Like, why can people not acknowledge that Battlefield games play this way? Why? I could play BF1. I've played BF1 and people tell me it looks like COD because of the way I'm playing. Like, what? Doesn't make any fucking sense. Anything fast or like... Anything fast or advanced is suddenly Call of Duty? Like, what kind of bullshit is this?
Reloading, watch my back.
The reality is all Battlefield games can be played at a fast pace. And if you're playing the game correctly, most of the time, it's gonna have a way faster pace than most people play the game.
Around 50 meters from my position.
Their opinion, making sliding or jumping stronger pushes it more in that direction. That's literally all. But it's always been strong. BF3 jump peeking was strong. BF4 jump peeking was strong. Like, BF5 jump peeking and slide. You know, like, it... People like to say dolphin diving was Call of Duty. Fucking Battlefield had dolphin diving before Call of Duty ever put dolphin diving in COD. That's a fact.
Soldier mark, 40 meters away from my position.
But nowadays, when you... But nowadays, when you say, like, oh, dolphin diving, it always gets associated to Call of Duty. Even though Battlefield had it first. It did. That's just a fact. Funnily enough, you could say that COD even copied Battlefield in that regard, if you really wanted to. Like, but you know, obviously it's not necessarily true. It's just...
Up we go.
I'm on a 40 kill streak, by the way. I just want to point that out. I'm just on a... Just on a 40 kill streak in the server.
Southwest. Grenade going out. Hostile fire team, southwest. Took one out. I need a reload.
It's more to COD's identity than Battlefield, but that's wrong though. This is what I'm saying. It's wrong. Like, people associating dolphin diving more with Call of Duty than Battlefield is wrong, because Battlefield had it first. They're just not acknowledging it. They're not acknowledging it as part of Battlefield's identity, because Battlefield players pick and choose. They cherry pick what they want. They have always done this. And yeah, that's, I guess, what happens with games that try to meet people in the middle. But I don't know. Didn't say it's more associated with it. Yeah, it might be more associated with it, but it's not like, it doesn't make it true. It doesn't really make it true. Because if we're looking at which game had the mechanic first, it's fucking Battlefield. People just don't acknowledge it. Yes, I don't know. Listen, Battlefield players don't know how to play their own fucking game. Okay? They don't. Period. I'm sorry to say, but it's just... Opinions are largely valid. I just completely and utterly disagree. I don't know. It's a bell curve. I'm well aware it's a bell curve. I am well aware of it. What I'm saying is, a lot of their understanding and opinions are fucking wrong, and they don't matter. I'm serious. Like, when you listen to some of these people talk about Battlefield, it's like they're describing a completely different game. It really is. Like, how are we supposed to take their opinions seriously when they're just basically lying about how the game actually is? Some opinions are valid when it comes to everything, but when it comes to like complicated gameplay mechanics, like gunplay and movement and suppression and fucking vehicle balance and all, dude, you are not gonna listen to fucking F-Boy Smaug 0767 on these subjects. It is not, like, I'm so sorry to say, but we have to acknowledge this, his opinion is not as valuable as someone that has actually played multiple Battlefield games at an insanely high level and understands everything about those games. I'm sorry, it's not equal. It's not. I would much rather hear what that dude has to say. You know, what the person that has played a lot of Battlefield games has to say. And I do think skill level matters. I really do. For some people, it doesn't. It's almost like on a... It's almost on like a person-to-person basis. Some people are really, really bad, but they do understand everything, which is kind of funny. But, I don't know. And I think that a big misconception is like, oh, if you listen to sweats, it'll balance the game for sweats. No. Wrong. A lot of what really good players, like, give as feedback would be good for everybody. They just don't know it. Like, for instance, in BF5. In BF5, when they decoupled the point of aim from screen center. And they attached it to the weapon sight. Right? A lot of people said like, oh, bullets going to the weapon sight makes sense. When in reality, no, it fucking doesn't, because you aim with the screen center and your reticle should never deviate from the screen center. Those two are locked together. They are one and the fucking same, right? And whenever I was giving feedback, I was like, okay, well, you need to reattach the point of aim to the screen center, right? People were like, no, the weapon sight makes way more sense. Oh, it's just...
Threat mark, 40 meters away from my position.
BF5's gunplay is so bizarre, and the majority of people don't even know it. They have no idea how it works. Absolutely no idea. It's completely and utterly fucking random, and it's like you're aiming with a floating point that's randomly, that is randomly influenced by random fucking recoil per bullet. No two sprays you ever shoot in BF5 are the same. And like, that's not a problem if the gunplay was like actually different. You know, if the gunplay was like BF3 and 4 spread, you know, none of those sprays are the same either. But it's like a fundamental difference in the way the mechanics actually work. Because obviously in BF5 you have like, you don't have to burst in BF5, you know, and the fact that the point of aim is not tied to screen center, plus the fact that the fucking recoil is random, it makes for gunplay that feels like shit to control if you're aware, basically. Because it's frustrating to never be able to control the mechanic, like, ever. How is this person killing me? Means they want to play a certain way, but why do they play that certain way? It's because they're not good. You know, it's like... Awesome. I love this game. Squashed. Guys, I was squashed. Guys. I was squashed. Okay, fuck all this stupid conversation about, like, insanely strange offshoots. Bottom line, Bottom fucking line. Battlefield at its best, objectively, is when the game is easy enough to pick up and understand for everyone else, but also simultaneously offers in-depth gameplay mechanics that make sense. Okay? BF4. The movement, very easy to understand, but air strafing and all this other shit, there's a skill gap, right? There has to be a skill gap. There needs to be a skill gap in the game. Because it satisfies all the players, right? Satisfies all the players. And all the bad players bitching about the good players using the mechanics in the game should shut the fuck up. And all the sweats bitching about the bad players should also shut the fuck up. Because, like, listen, they need to just make a game like BF4 that has a skill gap in mechanics we all need to learn, right? That's it. That's it. Like, we just need a game with some good design, basically.
Outgoing! One down! Woo! Cover me! I'm reloading! Infantry on my mark! Stop! Tango!
Like, another example, right?
Cover me!
BF1. BF1, after the slide nerfs, leaned way too hard into only one style of gameplay, which was casual, like, basically non-mechanically skilled players. It did not accommodate multiple different playstyles. Because when they nerfed BF1 slide, it massively destroyed the skill gap in the gameplay. And it became ultimately a purely positional skill gap for the most part. You could argue, yeah, like some people are better with guns and aiming and all that shit, but like, you can't even account for aiming as a skill gap, so it's, of course, no one's ever gonna fucking even mention it. But, BF1, after the slide nerfs, leaned way too heavily into only one, like, player type, you know what I mean? Whereas BF4 never leaned too heavily into one direction. It satisfied all player types. You know, you got the fucking boomers that, you know, never move an inch for the entire match. And you got the sweats that min-max every small part of their gameplay. That comes from the game having depth. BF1 had absolutely zero depth after they removed the only movement available to them in the game. That the game was designed with, by the way. That's one of the craziest thing about BF1. They literally removed the only aggressive movement option that formed a skill gap in the game, even though they designed the game with it being a thing. And they never added anything that replicated that sort of thing. They never added any mechanic that replicated that sort of depth. They just removed it, and then it only satisfied, like, largely one group of player. Slide cancel isn't skill gap. Battlefield has never had slide canceling. See, this is what I'm talking about. Garage, this is what I'm talking about. This guy doesn't know that Battlefield has never had slide canceling, right? It's never had slide canceling. You don't know what you are talking about. You have no fucking clue, bro. Zero idea. Battlefield has... No Battlefield has ever had slide canceling. Ever. Bless his heart. Yeah, I mean, it's...
Grenade going out.
And you want to say slide canceling isn't skill gap. Actually, it is. Actually, it is. I know you don't want to admit it, but slide canceling increases the actions per minute, right, that a player can achieve. The higher the APM of the game, the less people can achieve that APM. So there's a gap there, right? There's a literal gap. You can probably measure it. If you have insane players that are insane at movement in COD, like let's say Tony Hawk, right? The fucking movement guy that posts insane movement on Twitter. If you measured his APM while playing and then compared it to an average player, you could probably get a literal visualization of the skill gap via APM.
Going up. Reloading.
I miss my frog foot. When people are saying they don't want a thing, they aren't saying it ever had it. They're defining what they do not want. Yeah, I know, but like, I mean, the dude's just wrong. Like, I don't know. Slide cancel isn't a skill gap. Okay, you're fucking wrong. Like, because I just explained it. How many people are up here? Sir, what are you doing, man? Like, what are these people?
Cancel that.
Movelet. These are literal bots. That guy was absolutely some type of android. But dude, like it or not, this is real pure gaming. And it's one of the... Battlefield is, I'd say, the only... It's basically the only real casual FPS game ever. Not ever, but like, left. So we'll have to see if it survives. Because if they add SBMM, like, make no mistake, it's just fucking over. What FOV do you play? Something. I play 105 FOV, I think. Neural network enemies. Yeah. Player 1B, thank you for the 4 months. BF does allow casual play much more than most shooters. It's... Okay. If they add SBMM or EOMM in literally any amount, Battlefield is fucking over with as a concept. Battlefield as a concept, as a fucking game, exists only because there isn't all of this matchmaking manipulation garbage going on. It survives on being a pure, random experience. You load into a game, there's a team balancer at most, and you just play the game. That's it. That is how Battlefield got popular. That's why it's good. That's the whole reason why the game is even half as fun as it can be sometimes. Could you even... Have you seen Delta Force? Have you seen some of these lobbies in Delta Force? Fucking unbearable. Purely and only because of the matchmaking. You do not want 64 players of, like, averaged out skill level to play against each other in Battlefield. It becomes unbearable quickly. Very quickly. For all skill levels. People would consider me like the top end of the skill level a lot of the time. I fucking hate it. Delta Force is like basically almost unplayable sometimes because these games are so inherently random. There's so much inherent randomness in combined arms games. The second you try to put SBMM or EOMM in there in any amount, it absolutely destroys the way the game plays. Just unbelievably, it affects it so much. Battlefield literally needs a bunch of normies running around just doing whatever they want to do to function correctly. Could you imagine like PlanetSide 2 with SBMM? Dude, the game would be fucking unplayable. Like it'd just be absolutely egregiously horrible. With Portal returning, isn't that confirmation of no SBMM? Absolutely not. No, that is not confirmation of no SBMM. No. I do think Portal coming back is confirmation that we are not getting a server browser, though. I don't think we'll ever see a server browser in the base game of Battlefield ever again. I don't think there's any chance of that happening. And so, because server browsers are outdated. It's an outdated concept, bro. If you're really looking at it from like a video game perspective, none of these games have server browsers. That's such a fucking 2000s thing, you know? That's why they don't do it. It's all matchmaking. All these games are focusing matchmaking. They might give us a server browser in Portal, but a server browser for the entire game? I heavily doubt it. Heavily doubt it. Because if you think about it, if there's a server browser in Portal, why would there also be a separate server browser for the base game? It doesn't make any sense. It's redundant. So if I were a betting man, I'd bet the fucking house on there not being a server browser in the next Battlefield game for the base game. Why don't people make their own playlist in Portal? I made videos on this before, but bro, let's take a look at Portal. Let's take a look at what this community makes. 1000% damage, no bullet drop max tickets. One of the most unbearable, horrifically terrible experiences you could possibly think of. Like, genuinely schizo level. Like, horrible. Afghanistan War Sim. Again, one of the worst experiences of all time. Objectively just poorly made, right? Like, and it's because Portal allows people too much freedom in what they can make. You should never be able to make damage 1000%. You should never be able to make these like Afghanistan War Sim servers ever. Portal in this game, its fatal mistake was allowing way too much customization to a community as unpredictable as Battlefield. Like, look at this. Fast vehicle spawn friendly fire. What? You have to have Portal restrictions in order to streamline what you can make so that people make things that are actually fucking playable. You know what I mean? Like, the servers we saw in BF3 and 4, like, just as such a popular server type in the older games was like, Conquest, best maps. Conquest, all maps, all DLC. Vanilla Conquest. TDM, all maps. You know, like, shit that made sense. Domination, best maps. AOD, Conquest, infantry maps only. Metro, 24/7. Like, stuff that was actually playable. Then you go in here and you take a look at this shit. Like, let's play it. I don't even care that okay. It saved me. The game was like, no enders. You must not. You must not play that. Join one of those. It's ugh. This is just like look at this. 1942 16 versus 60 AI, 2 times damage, 200 HP, infinite ammo. What purpose does this serve? None. Look at this. This could be a functional server, right? 128 players, all maps, except it's bots. XP farm. Haven 24/7 bots. 24/7 redacted, but it's 128 players. Because why? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Afghanistan War Sim. Here we go. Except it's on Erica Harbor. For stat farming, leaderboards are full of stat farm. Let me just say this very clearly. If you stat farm in 2042, you need to seek professional medical fucking help. Finally, some real Battlefield. Yeah.
Enemy soldier spotted. Over.
Wait. They knew I spawned over here because they're camping the spawn, aren't they?
Right there.
Yeah, this is real Battlefield, guys. That's actually a joke.
Enemy vehicle spotted. Over. Enemy vehicle spotted. Over.
I'm gonna set my weapon to semi-auto. Like what even is this? Oh no! This is so funny. It is so funny. Alright, that's enough. That's enough. Enough of that. That is enough of that. Insight, thank you for the Twitch Prime.
Toe to the line, people.
That is more than enough of that. Oh, dude, people are mad about the movelet post. What the fuck is a movelet? They coming up with dumbass nicknames for people that enjoy something other than boring ass walk and sprint mechanics? Oh, he's agreeing with me, kind of. He's agreeing with me, I think. Yeah, former Battalion 1944 Pro. He's agreeing with me. Dude, it's literally a Battalion 1944 Pro. That's funny. We can't. Fucking Moose. Moose tweeted the other day. Or yesterday. Look at this tweet. In this day and age, we can't allow the Battlefield movelets to get what they want. All of you guys need this. And also, hold on. How the fuck did you go pro on that? Well, when it was alive, there was obviously big hype around it, but... Yeah, buddy, lightweight baby. Curious to know if in Battlefield Labs, every time they finish a game, they went back to the menu, or if it stayed in the same server and meet. Yes. Yeah. It's definitely something I want to know. Rip movelet. Yeah. Guys, by the way, today is the very last day the Glitch Energy sale is going on. My code is 40% off for a website wide. So... if you have not tried Glitch Energy, there's like starter kits and stuff. In the Discord, I posted gift cards, 10 gift cards for you guys. So if, I'm not sure if all those gift cards have been redeemed, but in the Discord announcement channel, there are Glitch Energy gift cards. So today's the last day for 40% off of that. If you've never tried it, if you want like a good energy drink that's kind of bullshit free, or as bullshit free as you can get it. Is there an Ender's flavor? This is literally my flavor. Look. Literally my flavor. It's called Rageade. It's strawberry lemonade. It's really good. They asked me what flavor I wanted, and I immediately said strawberry lemonade. Ow. I just, like, hurt myself somehow. Check that out if you have not. What Battlefield had the best tank format? Battlefield 4. Battlefield 4...
Hostile located. 60 meters away from my position.
Host is gaining traction, Enders. Oh no. I hope my name is nowhere near it.
Fuck, we got wounded. Hostile on the map. 50 meters from my position. Angle mark. Grenade out. Take cover.
Dude.
Far waypoint. Let's move. Hostile mark. Around 60 meters from my position. Lone Tango.
Okay, that's enough of this dog shit video game. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's an absolute miracle that I'm still alive, honestly, playing these games. I'm not even joking. Like, it's the amount of radiation I've been exposed to. Playing Battlefield 5 and Battlefield 1942 is genuinely not even measurable. Okay. Thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate it. Thank you for all the resubs. Check out Glitch Energy. !GLYTCH for that. Last day my code is 40% off. Also check out the merch. I don't know if you guys know, I have merch. There's beanies, hoodies, crew necks, t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts, the whole thing. So if you didn't know I have merch, there's merch. What else is going on? I got a lot of videos that I want to make. I want to make like that huge comprehensive video where I basically just address the Battlefield community for lying about the games. Because that's what they're doing. They're lying. Their comprehension of what Battlefield is completely wrong. So I don't know. That video will take a long time to make. I'm not even gonna put on a not even gonna put a release date on that video. Probably take fucking months to make. Yeah, I went over the data mine for the planes at the beginning of the stream, RMC. Okay, we'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go live. Goodbye.